Hi everybody, it's Tan. It's week 9 and yep, I've made it this far. It's been a stressful week again, and I'm sorry, that seems to be the old whinge thing that I do every time, but it's been stressful. More work issues, but what it's made me do is realise that I am going to leave this job. I'm going to quit at the end of the year and do something else. I was yesterday at the point where I wanted to leave now, but the reality is that I can't just leave. It's a school that I run. It would be totally unfair just to walk away. When I took over this job 3 years ago, the previous coordinator just handed me a box and said, you know, good luck. And I don't want to do that to the person that takes over for me. So we're basically halfway through the year, so if I can hang in there for another term, and then I'll get somebody in and start training them up, and they can take over from next year, because I've pretty much had enough. I've had some really nasty parents to deal with this week, and I guess the situation for me is that the program that I run is partially funded by the Ministry of Education here in New Zealand, and so I have guidelines that I have to work around, and I have parents that occasionally I will bend over backwards for and stretch the rules a little bit. I mean, I'm still working within them, but I make some allowances, and those parents can often be the ones that feel that that's not enough and you should be doing even more. And so I've had a parent in particular this week that has been very difficult. One of her main complaints seems to be that I'm the boss. She thinks it's completely unreasonable that I am in charge and that there's no one above me she can complain about me to, which is kind of funny. And I suppose it happens everywhere. But she got really angry about it. She couldn't understand that the buck stops with me. She literally couldn't understand that in every business, every corporation, every group, whatever you're dealing with, there's always someone at the top of the pyramid, and she just could not accept that that would be me. And I actually do believe that some of it is to do with age. I find my assistant in the office is a bit older than me, quite a bit older than me, and I find that people will come to the office and talk to her, and instead of me, they will, like if both of us are standing at the counter, they will literally walk away from me to her and talk to her over me, which is quite funny because it always ends in her saying, I have no idea, you got to talk to the boss. So but I think that it's a lot of it's to do with age. So yeah, life is far too short to be doing things that are driving you insane, and I'm nuts already, so I seriously do not need any more things to drive me nuts. So that's my big decision this week, is that I'm going to leave at the end of the year. So you heard it here first. Also, how have I gone this week? I weighed in this morning at 110.2, so that means a loss of 2 kilos, which is, I think it's just over 4 pounds, I'm not sure, I don't have it in front of me, but 2 kilos is good. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm still struggling to see any changes, which I know that you guys struggle with that too at times. I'm not really sure when that changes. I mean, I've got people now who are constantly saying how small I'm looking, and you know, a lot more people are putting their arms around my waist. Did you experience that? I'm getting random people just constantly putting their arms around my waist, which is weird. I mean, I got that before, but normally it was in a pub situation. This is like everyday life situations where just random people will come and put their arms around me. So that's different. Yeah, so, but I'm still not seeing it, and I obviously I see it on the scales and I see it on the clothes and all that kind of stuff, but it's a bit of a struggle to get my head around it. I felt a little lost this week in terms of, I guess I've realised that I don't have anything to aim for at the moment. Weight loss isn't really a goal for me, it's just what's happening. And I'm very goal driven. I need to have something that I can kind of aim for in my life to keep me ticking along. Yeah, I mean, in 2 weeks time I'm heading off to Christchurch. There's the Opera Aida is on in Christchurch, and I'm also going to catch up with my friend Bernard, whom I love and adore, so I'm really looking forward to that because it's been a while, so that's keeping me a little sane. But I think I need to sit down at the weekend and perhaps write a list of things that can be little goals for me. And by the way, I'm sorry I keep saying I don't know why I do that. It's kind of like Steph. Yes, Steph, I'm going to mention it. Have you noticed that Steph plays with her hair all the time? I know you do. I know you've seen it. Steph's going to kill me. But you know, it's a long trip for her to come and kill me, so I can say it. She knows she does it too. Steph plays with her hair. I say all the time. And I do this occasionally, and I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm playing with my face. Playing with the beard. Not really. I did my nails. They're black. Thinking I need to do a goth thing. I'm thinking of having, it's my birthday next month, and I'm going to have a goth party for it, because the rules for my life, I didn't have birthday parties as a child. This is just irrelevant information you're never going to use, but I didn't have birthday parties as a child. I had a pretty rough upbringing, so I didn't start having parties until I was an adult. And so the new rule in my life is that you have a birthday party unless your birthday falls on a 5 or a 0. So obviously my birthday's not on a 5 or a 0 this year, so I'm having a party. So I suppose that could be something to look forward to. There you go. See, you and I, we're working together, we're making this happen, we're thinking of things. Yeah, so it's been one of those weeks. I'm trying to up my protein. I've been a bit naughty actually. You're not supposed to have much sugar, but I really need protein, so I found these things. It's over here. This thing here, it's called Primo Extremo, and it's a breakfast shake, and it's got, so you're going to growl at me, but you're not allowed to, okay? It's got 13.6 grams of protein in it, so that's really good, because I've been having 9 grams of protein a day, so come on, 13.6 is brilliant. It's got 19.9 grams of sugar. Yes, 19.9. That's a lot of sugar. But it's got lots of vitamins and stuff in it, so it's gotta be good. It's got like 237 calories. So calorifically it's not a problem, but that is a lot of sugar. But I don't seem to get dumping on sugar, so it's actually quite funny. I'm waiting for the day that I find the food that gives me dumping syndrome. It'll probably be something completely random like Brussels sprouts or oysters. It'll be something completely random that'll completely, that'll be my thing. I can see it now. It won't be something normal. I refuse to do normal. Yeah. So I know I've rabbited on. I'm sorry. It's all part of my insanity thing. It's cold here. It's very cold. It's winter's definitely making an appearance. So I'm loving jammies even more, and I think I need to go and get some more because it's so cold. My nose is going to start to run now. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to stop boring you to death. It hasn't really been an exciting week. It's been quite a low week. Had some family issues, and you know what work's like. I'm not going to mention work next week. Yeah, hope you guys are having really good weeks. I hope you're keeping out of trouble and doing all the things you should be doing, drinking water and protein shakes and taking your vitamins and your iron and your calcium and la la la. I know, this is a forever thing, we know this, but sometimes we need reminded, eh? Yeah, if you haven't done a vlog for a while, how about popping one up so we can see how you're doing. Even if you're like at your goal, it's still really good to see that you're still alive and ticking over. So yeah, any questions or comments or anything like that, feel free to drop me a line. Other than that, I'll see you in a week. See ya!